Well, as the Ukraine-Russia war drags on and Moscow gains new ground, Europe is leaving no chance to step up its defenses. For the first time in 17 years, the US has stationed nuclear weapons in Britain that can be carried by its new F-35A fighter jets. According to reports, an American C-17 transport aircraft undertook a 10-hour flight from Kirtland Air Force Base in New Mexico to RAF Lakenheath in Suffolk to deliver B-61 nuclear bombs. The base is home to Air Force units and military personnel. The deployment on US nukes on British soil is being seen as the biggest expansion of UK's nuclear deterrence since the end of the Cold War. UK has bought a new squadron of 12 F-35A jets from the US, which can be deployed with the US's B-61 nuclear bombs in the event of a crisis. The deployment is a shot in the arm for NATO, whose nuclear deterrence relies massively on the US. It has deployed several hundred warheads in countries across Europe, primarily at locations in Germany, Italy, Belgium, Turkey and the Netherlands. And that is to serve as a deterrent for the continent. Kremlin reacted to reports of deployment of US nukes in the United Kingdom, with spokesperson Dmitry Peskov calling it an escalation of tensions. What has also broiled Moscow are reports of Germany mulling to buy Typhoon missile systems from the US. If the deal goes through, Germany would become the first European country to buy the land-based missile launcher from the US. The Typhoon missile system will enable Berlin to field Tomahawk cruise missiles and SM-6 naval interceptors from land platforms, majorly boosting NATO's strike capabilities in Europe. A historic chapter in Indian Air Force history has come to a close. After 62 years of distinguished service, the legendary MiG-21 fighter jet has officially retired from active duty. The final aircraft belonging to the 23 Squadron, also known as the Panthers, will be decommissioned at a special ceremony at the Chandigarh base. The MiG-21 holds the record for the longest service in IAF history, over 62 years. It was inducted in 1963 on a trial basis and then went on to become the backbone of IAF's fighter fleet. The aircraft took part in every major conflict, from the 1965 war with Pakistan to the 2019 Balakot airstrike against terror camps in Pakistan. It has contributed majorly to India's air defense. The phasing out of the MiG-21 fleet comes after various crashes in recent years. The MiG-21 has earned the dubious label there of the flying coffin, and that's due to several fatal accidents. As per government data, over 500 MiG-21s have crashed in the last 60 years, killing over 170 pilots. The reasons for the crashes have been several, from technical defects, human error or spatial disorientation. According to defense officials, the LCA Mark 1A aircraft would be replacing the MiG-21s in the RAF. The squadrons operating the MiG-21 plane are currently in Rajasthan's Null Air Force Base. Iran has made it clear that it will not abandon its uranium enrichment program despite severe damage from recent airstrikes by Israel and the US. Well, in an interview with Fox News, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi emphasized that Tehran considers the nuclear program as a matter of national pride and scientific achievement.
It's now stopped because, yes, damages are serious and severe, but obviously we cannot give up our enrichment because it is an achievement of our own scientists, and now more than that, it is a question of national pride.
Further stating that while nuclear operations have stopped due to major destruction, Iran has no plans to permanently halt enrichment. Araqchi said that Iran remains open to renewing talks with Washington, but not through direct talks at this time. Early this year, US and Iranian negotiators held multiple rounds of talks on the nuclear issue of Iran. These efforts marked a tentative return to diplomacy. That's 7 years after US President Donald Trump, in his first term, withdrew the United States from the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or the JCPOA. Tehran, however, has consistently insisted that its nuclear enrichment is focused only on civilian purposes. The US and Iran engaged in talks as recently as May to reach a new deal, but all those talks abruptly collapsed after Israel launched surprise airstrikes on Iranian military and nuclear installations on June 13th. The US then joined the offensive with Israel and struck 3 Iranian nuclear sites, later claiming that the coordinated bombings had delayed Iran's nuclear capabilities by up to 2 years. In a post on his official Truth Social account, Trump reacted to Araqchi's interview and stated that the American bombing had severely damaged Iran's key nuclear facilities, warning that Washington would attack again if required, if necessary, unquote. According to the Iranian foreign minister, Iran's Atomic Energy Organization is assessing how much enriched material may have been affected by the bombings. Araqchi said Iran plans to share its findings with the International Atomic Energy Agency once the evaluation is complete. Diplomatic talks on the nuclear issue continue. Iran is now expected to meet representatives from France, Britain and Germany in Istanbul on Friday, marking the 7th round of talks between Tehran and the European trio since September last year, and the first since mid-May. You must have heard the saying that age is just a number, but this 88-year-old from India's Chandigarh is proving that neither age nor rank should stop one from doing what feels right or the responsible thing to do. Inderjeet Singh Sidhu, the retired DIG of Punjab Police, is collecting praises for leading a cleanliness drive all by himself. In a video that has now gone viral, he can be seen picking up garbage and waste from the streets of his locality in Chandigarh, putting it all in a cart and pulling it along the road. His efforts directed to keep the city spick and span at an age where many would perhaps choose comfort and convenience. Singh chose hard work and resilience, something that drives him to the streets and keep them litter-proof every single day.
मुझे अच्छा लगता है साफ जगह, तो साफ करने की कोशिश करता हूँ। जो पर्टिकुलर ये पार्किंग है मार्केट की, तो सफाई हो तो अच्छा रहेगा। अगर गंद पड़ा है या ऐसे ही है तो फिर बुरा लगेगा। किसी देश में बाहर जाओ, फिल्म वगैरह देखो, उनके फर्श साफ होते हैं और हमारा इंडिया में गड़बड़ है। तो अच्छा अभी कंपटीशन होता है सफाई का ऑल इंडिया में। अब इंडिया में चंडीगढ़ नंबर 2 आया है।
His efforts have been lauded by many, including the chairman of the Mahindra Group, Anand Mahindra. In a post, Mahindra gave a shout-out to the 88-year-old retired police officer and his selfless service towards community cleanliness. He also mentioned that, unhappy with Chandigarh's slide in ranking of the cleanest cities across India, Singh took on the mantle himself, making a quiet statement of making a world a better place to live in. And the messaging is bang on, with Singh now serving a dose of inspiration for many now to take up the work instead of waiting for someone else to do it and be the change that one wants to see happening. This is also serves as a gentle reminder that purpose to do something meaningful is just a corner away, only if one is looking with care and intent.